Hello everyone! In this lesson, we'll look at a comprehensive workflow using Dragon Breath ribbons in 3ds Max. As you can see, this character jumps up like this and strikes a pose in midair. So how do we apply cloth to this? First, open Dragon Breath ribbons. Use the driver tool to make it interact with the leg and keep it roughly in a non-colliding state. This value can be set a bit lower. As for how to use this, there's a tutorial in the AC section that explains it. You can check the one called driver. Alright, after clicking this, it maintains a basic initial state. There's no collision with the leg anymore. Now we can run a skirt style simulation. Inertia is enabled by default. Let's check the result first. For example, adjust this a bit. Alright, let's play it and see if there are any issues. The beginning looks fine. There's no major problem here. The later part is fine as well, but the main issue is here. It suddenly flips upward. The speed here isn't even very fast, so why does it flip? This is mainly caused by inertia. For inertia settings, you can also refer to our previous tutorials, although we usually need to lower this value so it doesn't keep moving upward due to inertia and drift upward. Alright, let's step back for a moment. We'll reduce inertia first. For example, set it to 0.2. Then we'll rerun the simulation. Also, after enabling the skirt mode, the spacing here is a bit wide. The sampling value can be increased a bit. This value here, for example, set it to 4. Since the motion is relatively fast, there may be collision issues, so we'll also increase the solver steps. For example, set it to 3. Then we run the simulation again. Let's check the result. Alright, the simulation is done. Let's play it back. This result is actually pretty good. But when it moves downward, there's still an upward flipping motion. This part isn't ideal, so how do we usually handle this? We add a bit of gravity to push it downward slightly. Press it down a bit. If you don't want gravity to affect it, you can keyframe the softness instead. Lower the softness at that moment. Alright, let's add a bit of both. For example, I'll set this to 3. So how do we keyframe softness? First, click Global. After clicking it, a node will be created. Then in the editor here, you'll find the softness parameter. Let me step back first. Recreate the node. First, delete the previously baked simulation. Now we can keyframe it. The final result will use the keyframed values here. Let's try it. It's 10 here. Here it's 8. When it starts moving downward, drag this over. Here I'll make it stiffer. Set it to 3. Alright, it lands. Then we set it back to 10. Now open the tool again. Add a bit of gravity. Let's simulate once more. Alright, the simulation is done. Let's play it. I think the result looks pretty good now. The basic collisions are all correct. And in terms of motion, you can see the keyframes we set earlier are taking effect here. It becomes stiffer during the fall, so it doesn't flip as dramatically. Of course, this shape may still need some refinement, and possibly be made even stiffer. So overall, using Dragon Breath ribbons is really about combining multiple parameters and features together. Alright, thank you everyone.